So it's a Friday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 177, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. So this week we have to go over a topic that's very important, very, very important. Last week, apparently, I made my sister think that I was going fucking crazy. So this week we're going to be discussing mental health. Hi, Emma. Hi, Brandon. I love you guys. No, we're not talking mental health this week. Ha ha ha. Who gives a fuck about that? Ha ha ha. Nah, man. I don't got. It's been a kind of a quiet week. I did, however. I thought about a couple things at some point this week. And one story I don't know about. I'll let you know how I feel in a minute. It's stupid, but I just don't know if that's stuff I want to dig up and fucking. But the other story, I don't know if I ever talked about this before. I saw a meme that said it showed like the old playgrounds that people my age, old people used to play on, and how fucking dangerous they were. But what the meme was saying, it was a video, it said that people who played on these type of playgrounds, because they are dangerous, like learned how to maneuver and, do things carefully and maybe with like a little more thought, a little more preparation, shit like that. Like, I don't know. But then it showed like the new playgrounds where it's like fucking impossible to get hurt unless you're doing something fucking stupid. And it was like, and the kids that grew up on these are probably more prone to accidents because when they grow up playing on these parks, there was no real fear or danger involved in, whatever the fuck. But what that made me remember was when I was at a daycare. I went to this daycare center for a long time. When I was young, when my mother would work, both of my parents were at work, so I had to go to this daycare for a couple hours after school. And I can't remember if it was on a weekend day or something. Or maybe it was just in the summer, but probably in the summer, because it was like, it was a couple hours after school during the week. But then I remember there were times I was there all day, so I got to imagine that was in the summer. And I was, fucking 4 or 5 years old. And I remember a couple of things from then, which is strange. One fucking terrible thing that we'll save that for a way other day. And this other, I used to, for some reason, I used to fucking take all the pink crayons, right? And I would try to hide them shits because I don't know why. I thought like it reminded me of like bubble gum, like bazooka bubble gum. And I was like, one of these days I'm going to get up the nerve and I'm going to eat that shit. See? I swear to God. And I was like, I'm going to fucking buy. So I would hide it under the carpet. And every time I would fucking come back, like the next day, that shit was either gone or it was smashed in a million pieces. And I was like, what the fuck? Obviously, I wasn't smart enough to realize that, like, the person vacuuming is going to notice this crayon-sized lump tucked under the carpet. Anyway, I remember that. I remember when we would have a fire drill Brad Herman would get a nosebleed every time. It's crazy. Shout out Brad Herman. And we went to, it was right across the street from what is now Jefferson High School, which I guess 60 years ago it was also Jefferson High School, but in my time it was Jefferson Middle School, and the daycare is now a church. But it was there, and there's a park behind Jefferson in the Edgerton, by the Edgerton building anyway. And it was, typical playground, basketball courts and shit. And I remember some of this is like spotty. Obviously it was fucking 35 years ago. But I'm pretty sure we were not playing basketball, but we were on the basketball court, trying to throw the ball into the fucking hoop because they were fucking regulation size and we were 5-6 years old. And I used to remember I thought I saw the girl, but I the more I think, I don't think I did. But I remember one of the ladies, the daycare teachers or whatever they're called us up, everyone over here now, right now. And it was like this big panic. And everyone fucking, all the little kids were like, what, fuck, we're having fun at the park. It was real nice out. I remember it was hot. It was definitely like a beautiful day. And we fucking all lined up. And I could see all these people because there was maybe another daycare program out of the school or something. There was another group of kids that weren't at our daycare. There was other kids, maybe even neighborhood kids. I'm not sure. And there was all these people like around, when the people are like standing around something looking at it. And I remember going, holy fuck, man. So we're leaving. And I'm like, what? And the one lady, if I remember right, is crying, and the other lady's like just trying to like fucking corral us, all of us maniac kids, down fucking back to the spot. And I remember I was like, why are we leaving? And I was asking the lady, why are we leaving? And she's like, oh, don't worry about it, da 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 da. And this, I think I fucking I always thought I saw the girl, but anyway, I asked the lady so much that she fucking told me that and it was in the news and everything the next day, or maybe even that night, there was a girl on the playground with all the other kids, so the other kids seen it, but I don't think they weren't talking about it. I don't think they thought this is what happened. But there was a girl hanging upside down on the fucking monkey bars and fucking fell and broke her neck and died. She like fell on her fucking head. I don't know if she died right then or died later, but she was fucked up and they got us out of there. She was another, probably 4 or 5 years old. I'm sure if you did some sort of Gwaggle search for the fucking mid 90s, maybe there's some older article about it, but I don't know, like I haven't thought about that, I feel like, in forever, and I was like, oh shit, I fucking remember that was fucked up. So this is some meme that sparked some random fucking memory that I have from when I was a fucking child. And so I guess I'll just tell the other story. So when I was a teenager, I was like early teens or maybe mid-teens, there was this fucking girl that I liked, and she was like a little bit older. I was probably 15, and she was like a little bit older, and she was a friend of a friend that fucking I don't know no more, and this is fucking stupid, but I was like trying my best to like talk to her and shit, and this bitch said, you don't have a car, job, or money. Why would I be interested in you? Or some shit like that. And I was like, ever since then, I told myself, like, fuck that. I'm about to fucking get on the ball, son. Fucking I don't know why I fucking thought about that too. But I guess I thought about it like fucking the other day, and I was like thinking to myself, fuck you, you fucking asshole. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was some fucking reel I saw that reminded me of that, someone being a fucking materialistic fucking cunt. But I was like, fuck you. Whatever. But it was just something I thought about, and then, but I remember thinking after that, like for years, thinking, fucking, I'm not gonna be fucked up. I'm not gonna be some broke ass bitch. You know, I'm obviously not rich. I was like, but I'm gonna get a fucking car, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and you know what? And I did, and it definitely didn't work the way I thought it would. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you what, maybe I don't know, whatever it was. I got the car or whatever, and I got a couple cars, but when I got the Camaro, which was a clean motherfucker, it was fucking dope too at the time. It was only like 8 years old, because it was a 94 Camaro, and I think, or no, and I'm sorry, not 8 years old, you fucking idiot. It was like 10 years old, 11 years old, probably 11. No, maybe it was 12. Maybe it was 12 years old. It was 12 years old. It was, because it was in 06. I was at the fucking factory. So, but either way, whatever. That's not the point. That's not important. I had this fucking LT1 fucking 350. Boy, wow. It was a fun car. But I was like, yeah, son. I'm about to be, son, cars like that are fucking dick magnets. Like, son, so then I got the Camaro, and all I ever had was fucking dudes who wanted to talk to me. Just dudes wanted, you should have got the SS. I'm like, this is the Z28. Oh, I don't see any badges, because they're fucking removed and fucking filled and painted, bitch. Anyway, so then eventually I end up with the fucking Challenger. And if anyone ever thinks like, oh, yo, fucking get the fucking blah, blah, blah. All I ever had was fucking dudes that wanted to fucking talk. So if you're thinking I'm going to get this fat whip and all the bitches are going to be after me, that ain't it, dog. You're going to be dealing with if you're looking for some dudes, go get a fucking cool car. It's going to bring all the fucking dudes. So, I don't know why I was thinking about these stupid fucking things. It's totally nothing. But just like things, I worked a lot of nights this week. So, like, my mind wanders when I listen to fucking things and listen to podcasts and fucking reels and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fucking, you know, whatever. What else we got? Devastator. Yeah, that's why we're here, I think. I put up, well, oh no, you know what? I don't think it's up yet. I think I just started because I wanted to take pictures. I'm putting the Glass Assassin bundle up there. It's just a fucking Scribe bundle because someone said, yo, I want to buy like fucking 10 fucking replacement tips. And I was like, oh, I should have a bundle with fucking some different tips and whatever the fuck, so you could just get it all and last you a while. So I got the listing all made, but I just got to take a fucking picture, which is pretty simple. But I think it comes with it's a blacktop standard, 2 replacement standards, 2 XL replacements, and a 3T, all with O-rings and whatever the fuck else. I think that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure if that's what I typed, but I'm pretty sure that's what I typed. And then I'm going to try to come up with a couple other bundles, so just to fucking make it easy for people. You know, the Devastator Essentials bundle is easy as it gets, pretty much. But I'm going to kind of take a look at some other shit and just see what I can offer. And I still want to put together the everything bundle. You get everything. But I just got to really think about like what the fuck I'm putting in it, because I don't want to overcharge for, you know, what I'm putting in it, but also what I really don't want to do is fucking undercharge and then be fucked. So I got to really balance it out and make it a good deal for everybody, and also, you know, I'm not losing my fucking ass on it. So that's and you know this other thing, man. I know I fucking blocked this dude. I don't know why it was upsetting to me. It fucking annoyed me. And the dude messaged me. He had this big fucking conundrum about the BGPT, which I can't call it its other name anymore, and the Violet Plus. And he's like, what's the difference? And I'm like, well, one's like black-ish, and the other one is like a dark violet. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he messages me and he's like, yo, you know, I think you bottled the wrong shit, da-da-da-da-da. And I said, well, look at the bottom of the fucking bottle. Oh, well, it says what it's supposed to be, but I think you poured the wrong shit. I'm like, it's impossible that I poured the wrong shit in the bottles. If I was doing them all at once, then that's a possibility. But when it's time to do GPT, the fucking GPT bottle comes out. And then the fucking fills go up. I fucking ball them, fill them, seal them, cap them, mark them. And then they go away and the fill bottle goes away. And then the next one comes up. And it's the same fucking process every fucking time, whether it's 1 bottle or 8 bottles. So what I explained, and this isn't a big secret, this is when I developed the fucking Violet Plus. There's video of it still where it looks black and you shine a light on it and it's got the violet highlights. It's a fucking dark, more stainer, whatever the fuck you want to call it, version of violet. If you want violet, get violet. Like, what the fuck? Don't get the shit with the extra shit in it. But how I explained it, so it's simple, is take both inks on a scale of 1 to 10. The black GPT, oh, I'm not allowed to say that. Oh, fuck you. We'll just say, is 7 parts black, 3 parts violet. This is the simplest terms because there's multiple different things in black GPT. But for the 2 colors that are in question, 7 and 3. And in Violet Plus, it's 7 violet and 3 black. Plus pink, plus blue, plus red. But that's the fucking... And what I told him is that when it's balanced like that, it is very close. Even though it's like opposite of one another, it still has the same fucking components, but it's not the same thing. Like, they bleed different, they fucking look different, they look different in the light. So anyway, dude, I get fucking... The next day, it was like he thought about it. So then I see he did all of these tests, lining them up together on different surfaces, on all this shit, on a fucking plastic surface, on a painted surface, on a paper towel, on this, on that, all the inside of the bottle. I was like, I don't even want to. I don't even want to deal with you, just for that. How about you save some of that shit for the street, dog? And not going back and forth with fucking testing. Well, it looks like this, but it kind of looks like this. And he's got like that part was the fucking most annoying. Is all these pictures and like, this ain't for you. This is not for you. If you're that fucking worried. So I looked. I said, all right, man, which one is it you're concerned with? And he's like, the black GPT. I went to his order. I fucking refunded the price of a fucking 2-ounce black GPT refill. I sent him a picture. I said, here's your $7. I was like, this one's on the house, dog. And he's like, yo, word, thanks. Block. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking, are you fucking kidding me? What you would say is, oh, nah. So basically, you just wanted your fucking $7 back for the one. And you know what? I will gladly give it back to you. I put an order note on that said, fuck you. don't fucking refund anything. And shout out to the homie who had an order note, and then he turned out to be all right. So I wasn't, so I took his order note off. But people be getting notes. I don't give a fuck. If you give me a fucking problem, if you're a pain in the balls, I'll refund every single. Ask the homeboy. I fucking refund. He messaged me too. How come my orders keep getting refunded? And when he emailed me, I just didn't respond. And then when he messaged me, I was like, oh, it's this dude. I said, yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you, dog. You fucking annoyed me. And he said, what? Oh shit, my bad, yo. I didn't mean it to be. And he really didn't, but. I said, yeah, I was just fucking in a bad mood, so. So, basically, that's about it. We're gonna get some bundles and don't question. So not even all. I mean, let me not be done here. So then he's got me thinking. Then I start doing my own fucking testing. He got inside my fucking head. And then I started doing my own testing, and I'm like, nah, this is straight. Fuck you. I pulled them both out. I dipped them. I even went so far as to make new batches of both of them to compare them side by side, as well as what I already had on deck. And I said, no, this is fucking. He's fucking crazy. Whatever, motherfucker. Do whatever you fucking want. So that's all. And the rush, man, I keep getting to a good place with that shit, and then I just do the testing, and it's just not where I like it, man. And I keep going back, fucking, it's rough. So I want to have the rush done soon, but it's really not cooperating with me. So, all right. Well, that's all. Love you guys, man. Everyone, be good. Take care of everybody. Shout out fucking Machine Studio. Shout out Punch Marker. Shout out Pep. Shout out Zeph. Shout out all the goats, man. Shout out fucking just fucking Big Nate. Shout out fucking Draco. Shout out fucking everyone, man. Who else? Shout out Dick. I don't know if even Dick listens anymore because he's tired of hearing my voice. But shout out Dick. Fucking shout out all the goats, man. I fuck with you guys. Shout out Club Ghoul and Rack Inks. You guys are the fucking truth. And I got to get some guests out here. I'm working on it. Shout out Bro Dog, too. Love you, dog. I got to get some fucking guests. I'm working on it. I mean, I say I'm working on it. I'm not really working on it. I'm waiting for the fucking... I'm waiting for the weather to kind of break. And then I can get it kind of cleaned up a little bit better in here. And then, you know. Oh, shit. And you know what, man? I'm going to tell y'all a quick story. And this is kind of fucked up. But it wasn't my intention. So whether you know it or not, this website came up like last week or 2 weeks ago. And it had like these type of ink recipes. And they were very Chat GPT-ish. And Club Ghoul ran a test that didn't work, and he's a fucking scientist. So we were kind of thinking that maybe these things were kind of bullshit, and they were just taking like sourced information that you can get from MSDS sheets and shit of these old products, Marsh and fucking Garvey or whatever, and then kind of running it through the AI and having it kind of try to its best to formulate it. I'm not really sure if that's what the thing was, but the guy ended up reaching out to I can't remember if it was Rack or Ghoul, wondering about, I don't even remember what he was asking him about. And then I look and I see the guy added me, and I said, oh, here we go. So then the guy messages me and he says, for safety reasons, I'm wondering what's the best way. I want to say it was xylene. What's the best way for me to heat up the xylene without having a flash fire or anything like this? And da-da-da-da-da. And he didn't know that I knew that's who he was. He didn't know this. And what he should have known is don't ask me no fucking ink questions, first of all. That's how I knew he didn't know who the fuck he was talking to. But he definitely didn't know that I knew who he was. So he said, oh, fucking, whatever. And I said, I don't know. I don't fucking use xylene. I said, but I go, stuff like that just happens. I go, it's not usually what you plan for. It's what you don't plan for that happens in this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a fucking your light fucking blows and kicks a fucking spark or whatever it is. You're fucking, it's like weird shit. It's like not your equipment or heating the shit that does it. It's like something fucking that you're not expecting that. Anyway, so I kind of said that in a short roundabout way. And I said, you should do Oink Inc. next because he's supposedly running him through a machine and whatever the fuck he said on the site and reverse engineering them from down to their blah, 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 blah. Okay. I said, you should do Oink next. People seem to be really focused or really infatuated with Oink. Just letting him know that I know who you are. And he's like, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. And I said, and also, I said, given your current contributions in the level of safety that you're already concerned with, I said, you should be equally concerned that you're putting out these fucking things out into the world where kids are surely going to try to recreate it, right? And he said, actually, yes, I have already taken down the site because, I was on it like 45 minutes before that, looking at shit to see if there was any updates. And then I went right then when he said that shit and it was gone. Well, that's not what I was, that wasn't my intention, but that's what's going to happen. Dude, if you put that shit there, but believe me, if you post it, they will come. Pause. On that recipe shit, and it looked like it was a cool looking website. Of course they're going to be there. They're going to be buying all that shit, heating it up with these fucked up instructions. And you're messaging me about how to fucking cook xylene, and you're fucking making this shit open to all these fucking melon heads. You got to think about what you're doing. And you know how I started it? And he didn't get the reference, obviously. I said, my Uncle Ben once told me that with great power. I'm going to read it because it's kind of funny. Hold on. Where is it? Those type of accidents are difficult to plan for. You'd really have to do something boneheaded to cause that kind of reaction. That's what I was thinking. I'm reading some stuff on the internet about xylene specifically, and it was like reading WebMD when you have a cough and they tell you it's cancer. I said the risks are there, but it will most likely come from an unexpected source. 10-4. Appreciate it. You should try to find an old bottle of Oink to reverse engineer next. People are stuck in the past with that one. Yeah, I can get my hands on some pretty gnarly chemicals at my job, so if I can find it, we have an analyzer here, and it can tell me what's in there. I said, my Uncle Ben used to say, with great power comes great responsibility. Keep this in mind when releasing these things. Your concern with flash fires shows you are a mature adult who considers stuff like this. The children who will be trying to duplicate these results will not. Yeah, I put a few recipes online recently, but I took them all down. I don't need the headache. I'm too old for that. What'd you start thinking? You started thinking that maybe someone might fucking blow their fucking house up or fucking burn it down at the very least because fucking, I'm telling you, they already do that without help. They don't need help. These kids will do anything. They are doing all the dumb shit. All of it. You could do fucking bleach and ammonia and put it up there. Bleach and ammonia and put some fucking potassium permanganate in there. And they'll do it. They'll fucking gas their whole fucking family. To make the ink. We're making the ink. Shut the fuck up. Love you guys. I'm out of here.